Hello, today I'm going to talk about the journal number 2, which is about culture. For a better understanding of this journal, first we need to know what culture is. Culture is ever changing and it is made up of values and traditions, and it can be affected by social and political relationships. Also, it is very important to note that it is created, shared, and transformed by a group of people who bound together by a combination of factors. This is our starting point for this model. In this model, we learned a lot about culture and its aspects. We're going to focus on its elements and concepts. Its main elements are common history, religion, geographical location, language, and social class. And the main concepts are low culture, high culture, mainstream culture, subculture, ethnocentrism, and multiculturalism. All these concepts and elements helps us to understand better what culture is and create another idea and to understand better this subject. The the learning of all this has influenced how I see culture now. Before I used to think that culture was something more simpler. It was something simpler than that. But no, after this course, after this model, now I learned that culture is something more complex, and that all these elements and concepts depend on each other, and together form a new vision and helps us to understand better how culture works. And this is and with this we get to our second point, with it, which is the cultural competence. With the understanding of these elements and concepts, we are able to understand better, to respect other cultures, and be able to create bonds and relationships between other people. And in today's world, that is very important, if not the base of almost everything now: businesses, enterprises, politics, everything has to do with multiculturalism and their relation between countries, and for instance, different cultures. So, finally, we get to our last point, which is our PTM self evaluation, in which we evaluated different abilities we should have developed during this model. Some of these abilities are social and emotional learning, knowledge, skills, communication, and engagement, all focused on how all focused on multiculturalism. For example, in communication, well, I've always been a very communicative person, and it was really easy for me to have a good grade in this area. But in engagement, well, I think I have some problems there and that I can improve because I need to read more to understand better so that the activities in which I participate have better grades and a better result.